Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and yeah, I think I'm fully recovered now, which is great. Turned out it wasn't even COVID that I had, which is good. So any mistakes from now on are my own fault and my brain, which I guess is degenerating over time now, but there we go. Now, do check out our apps, which are available on the links under the video. You can get to the Gas app through the Cracking the Cryptic app, and also that's where to find the 500k puzzles, but also Domino Sudoku. And thank you very much to everybody who's bought it. There are quite a few, and we are grateful. There are some really, really good puzzles there, and more coming every so often. So we're very pleased with that. Now, there's also on Patreon, the Cryptic Scriptures of the Secret Snake Society carries on wending its way. There are over a dozen puzzles to solve there. It's really good fun, and the comments have all been just fantastically appreciative of the very varied setters involved in creating that document, or curators, as I believe they're called in the document. Thank you to them, but do join us on Patreon for that. We're hoping to bring you something before Christmas as well on Patreon. And I mean, there's always the crossword diet and so on as well there. So loads to check out, and loads going on around the channel as always, along with a Secret Santa thing on Discord at the moment as well. Now, this puzzle has a fascinating rule set. This is by Wolf, and it's a debut for them. It's called Bring Your Own Thermos, or Bring Your Own Thermos. And it's a sort of build your own puzzle with thermos. And we've done various sort of build your owns before, but I'm not sure we've done it with thermos. Now, the rules are absolutely fascinating, and they really, really, really make me think that there's not enough information in this one. So I suspect it's going to be a struggle. I'm going to go through the rules now. Normal Sudoku rules apply. So that's 1 to 9 in every row, column, and box. You must draw some thermos, along which digits ascend from the bulb, using the following constraints. Thermos do not travel diagonally, only orthogonally, so they can only go north, south, east, or west. That might be a thermo, for instance. If it's not too long, it probably is. They make as many turns as needed. Corner-marked cells are the bulb for up to 4 thermos. So you could have one coming out here, one here, and one here, I suppose. Or 2 for row 9, column 9, because it's in a corner. This cell can only have 2 thermos coming out. All other cells may be in at most 1 thermo. Therefore, thermos may only intersect at a corner-marked cell, which will be the bulb for both or more thermos. Okay. The corner-marked clue represents, the number in the corner mark represents the count of cells, including the clued cell itself, used by thermos whose bulb is in that cell. So for this cell, there will be 27 cells in thermos emanating from here. There will be 10 cells in thermos emanating from a bulb here. Only 4 from this one and 5 from this one. Now, I don't know, maybe you see this more clearly than I do, but this just doesn't look like enough info to me. But I guess we will find out. I presume that we'll find out that it is, but hopefully we'll find out how it is enough information. Do give it a try on the link under the video. No idea how long this is going to take. You can check the video length. I am going to start now, so let's restart my clock and let's get cracking. I mean, the only saving grace of puzzles with almost no information is that there tends to be only one way to get about them. But I have to think of it, and that's not a saving grace. That's a pain in the backside. Well, I'm thinking it must be to do with this 27 clue. Yeah, I mean, the first thing I was thinking was that if you had 4 9-cell thermos emanating from here, it would use a lot more than 27 cells, because each thermo could be up to 9 cells. 9 times 4 is 36. There's a big difference between that and 27. But I had not allowed for the fact that all of those thermos would begin with the same bulb. So say it was 1 on the bulb. Then the others could only use 8 more cells. So actually that count is reduced to 8 times 4 plus the bulb is 33, which is getting closer to 27. And I think we can reduce it more, and I've thought of how. Okay, you can't, let's just start with the fact that this can't be a 2. And that must be the case, because then there would be 7 more cells maximum on each arm from this central bulb. 7 times 4 is 28, plus the central cell is 29. Now that is more than 27, but that couldn't work, because if you had a 2 here, you couldn't have 3s in all of these cells, because that would break Sudoku rules. So, and this is absolutely key. This is where we're going with this. So it is going to be a 1 here. And I suspect these are going to be 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, what are the lengths of the thermos if that is the case? The lengths of the thermos, if these are 2, 3, 4, and 5, are 1 of 9 cells, which starts 1, 2. Then 1 of 8 cells. Let me just aid memoir these numbers here. 1 of 7 cells and 1 of 6 cells. Now that adds up to 30, but they're all using the central cell. So instead of using that 4 times, you're using it once. So you can take 3 from the 30 and you get 27. So that is the linear start to this. This must be a 1 with 2, 3, 4, and 5 surrounding it. Therefore, in the rest of the box, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now, let's start drawing these thermos, because we've got 1 going north, 1 going west, 1 going south, and 1 going east. There's a bulb as well. Look at that. So this bulb has 4 thermos projecting, and all of those thermos are going to use every possible digit once they've used the second digit in the thermo, which in one case will be a 2, in one case a 3, in one case a 4, and in one case a 5. Now this one can't be a 4 by the power of Sudoku. This one is going to take its next cell not here, but in one of these 2 cells, because it comes out, it can't cross one of the other thermos. It must go north or south. And every step along all of these thermos after the second cell is going to be a step of 1 digit. Because one of them's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One of them's going 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One of them's going 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one of them is going 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that has to be this one, because the only way you can get a 1-stepper from this cell to one of these is by having a 5 here and then a 6 in one of those. So that must be what happens. So these aren't 5s, they are the other numbers. One of these is a 4. Yeah, they're all going to have to go out of the box to get their next number. So one of them is going to hit a 5 in these cells, and the other one is going to hit 3 or 4. So this is a 2, 3, 4, 5 quadruple in the central column. This cell, in fact, is going to be 3 or 4 if that's 2 or 3. Oh, and I'm just seeing, wherever the 4 is, it clearly doesn't carry on that way. In fact, I can draw more lines, because these are all carrying on out of their boxes, not this one, which goes north or south. Right, there's loads to catch up on. I can take 6 out of those cells, because 6 now has to be in one of those. 4 is in one of these cells, and I know that because wherever the 4 on this thermo is, it's either here or it's turning north or south into the 4. Now, we've got this 2, 3, 4, 5 quadruple. Oh, and one of them is going to reach the 5 and start with a 4, And the other one is going to start with a 2 and reach a 3 to make the column work. So these are a 2 and a 4 as a pair, and this is a 3 and a 5 as a pair. And now we've got 2 4 pair in box 5. This is a 3 and that's a 4. And I didn't need to pencil mark those. One of these is a 5 because this has to go up to a 5 next. Then its 6 is not going to be in the same box because it can't get to that without going diagonally. So the 6 is going to be in one of these cells from on this. Maybe I should have coloured these thermos different colours so I could talk about them. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's make this one red. Not a wildly different colour, but anyway, let's make this north one blue going to the cold Arctic north. The one going to the nice warm south can be orange. And we've got purple going left. Okay, that's something. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. The other cells going north and south here in column 5 are 6, 8, and 9. I mean, this is a very interesting puzzle already, and I've only really considered the one clue in the puzzle. I mean, we're using the given digits, but not much else. Now this can't go 1, 2, 3. Because where would it get its 4? It's not allowed to pick up a 4 in those cells. It can't reach that one without going diagonally. So this is the 1, 4, 5 bit. This is 1, 2, 3 going north. Now this is going to pick up a 4 and it's not going to do it there by sudoku, so it's going to do it there. So this is my blue thermo. And then it's going to get a 5. It can't do that going north, so it's going to have to go west again. And then it's going to get a 6, and that could be almost, well, in one of 3. Oh no, it can't be here because this is a new thermo. Interesting. Let's make that an orange, I mean, just to be a different color thermo. I mean, it's clearly not going to join up with the south thermo. So this 5 is going to go north or south to find its 6 in one of those two positions. This 5 is going to a 6 in one of these two, but then 7 could be in any of these cells. This 5 is going to reach a 6, not here because we've got a 6 in one of those two cells. So its 6 is going to be in one of these two cells, and that means this isn't a 6 in the box with those. But the trouble is it could reach 6 here, then 7 here, or 6 here, and then there's 2 places for 7. Ah, this feels weird. How are we ever going to make much more progress? I suppose we've got 2, 7, and 9 to place in the central row. Not very interesting at the moment. Okay, this red thermo is going to either go north to 5 and 6. Oh, but this is a different thermo beginning here. Yeah, it's not surprising that these thermos are set to bump into these cells. So if this went north, the 7, which can't be here, would have to be here. If it went south, wow, there's loads of places 7 could be down here. Where's the 7 going to be from? We've either got a 6 here with a 7. Oh no, 7 could be there. I forgot that. So the orange thermo, I don't know where it carries on for 6 and 7. Right, this purple thermo, which starts 1, 5. I'm tempted to think it's going to get its 8 here. If it went up here for a 6, then 7 would be here. and 8 would have to be there, because you can't put another 8 in the box. But if it goes down here, oh, that's interesting. I don't think this can take a 7 down to this box. 5, 6, 7. Now, the reason I don't think that is if you put a 7 here, where is the 7 on the orange thermo to go? It can't go here anymore, and now it can't go here. Oh, it could go back into box 5. Yeah, it could. I mean, it's quite constrained, but it could. Okay. This 5 can't come south, maybe. If this was a 6, the 7, you can't go in there or it stops, and it has to get up to 9. The 7 could be there, but then you can't place an 8 in this box anywhere. So this 5 doesn't go south. That is not its 6. This is its 6. It goes north. Wow, and we pick off 1 extra digit. And 1 pencil mark, that can't be a 6. Oh, that's an 8-9 pair. So now this is a 6. So this 5 doesn't turn east. It carries on south to there. And then it's going to have to find its 7 here. Ooh, this is progress. So 7 is not in those cells. There must be a 7 in one of those two. Now, this 7, this 7 is not going to take an 8 here because there is already an 8 in the column. So its 8 must be in one of these two cells, and this is no longer an 8. By Sudoku, this is now a 9, and that finishes the central column. And we've got an 8 in one of those two cells, so we've now reduced these corners in the central box to a pair, a 6-9 pair over this side, and a 7-8 pair over the other side. Now, the trouble is, where does it get the 9 after the 8? Well, obviously it could go down here and get that 9, but it could also go up here and get that 9, or here and left and get a 9 there. Has what we've just done affected anything else? 7, 6, 4, 5, 9. This is now an 8-3 pair. This is a 1-2 pair. 7, 3, 8. This is a 5, 6, 9 triple. And this is a 1-2 pair up here. Right. Now, this blue thermo, which went 5, 3, 6, where's it going to get its 7? Not here by Sudoku. Not here. It's got to go here for a 7. And its 8 can't come into the other thermo, so it's got to be up here, I think. 8 there. Is that right? Yeah, that feels right. Blue there as well. And the 9 is next to the 8, but I don't know which side. But the very fact that I know there's a 9 in one of those two positions means that can't be a 9 as well. Now, this can't be a 7 anymore by Sudoku. Now, the 5 is going to take a 6 in one of these two positions. Now, that 6's 7 is going to have to be in one of these places. And that gives us an X-wing with 7s. So the 7 in row 5 is going to have to be here at the end. And that's not a 7. Yes, because there's a 7 in one of those cells. This is now a 2-9 pair. And whichever of these 7s is taken in the purple thermo, I think this has to be its 8. It can't pick up an 8 in those cells. And it can't get one there. Yes, this is its 8. And 9, which is in the box in one of those two positions, is going to have to be here. And that is joined up. So I can finish off the purple thermo without being able to do the middle bit, which is strange. I don't know whether it loops round, the top or the bottom. There's a 2 in one of those two positions. I don't love pencil marking that, but there we go, I've done it. There's a 7 in one of those two. Oh, these 5 and 6, they're not resolved yet. The red thermo. And the orange thermo hasn't finished. And not a single thermo has actually been completed yet. That's poor. That's, well, I mean, it's just disappointing. It's probably not poor. And there's an 8 in one of these 3 cells as well. Oh, look, this sees 5, 4, 3, 6, 7, 8, and 9. This is now 1 or 2 by just sudoku and what is eliminated. What about this? This also sees, this sees even more in a way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's 1 or 9. Now, how we, okay, 4 is not a huge number, but how are we going to get to 4? We could come, this bulb, it obviously can't go north or east, so it can go both west and south. However, if it goes west, it's got to hit a 9 there and finish. So its south path must be a thermo of at least 3 cells, because its maximum westage is 1 cell. So it's got a south path. And right, look at that. Okay, it cannot run into this because it's a different thermo. It cannot. Oh, okay, I was going to say it can't come through this cell, which is true. Oh, this can't be a 9 because there's a 9 next to the 8 up here. That is a given 1. That's a given 2. I hadn't seen this. Oh, nice. Okay, so 3, 4, and 9 there. This one can't be a 9. This one is the one I'm trying to say can't be a 9 because 9 needs to finish off the blue thermo. Right, and now we know that this orange thermo does not go west. So all 4 cells are going south, and it cannot come through here, start with a 2 and find a 2 there on its thermo. It can't branch because the only place they're allowed to branch is on the bulbs. So this thermo now has to finish here. That tells us where the purple thermo goes to get its 6 and 7. It goes south, and we can fill them in. 6 and 7, that becomes a 9, unsurprisingly, for the upper thermo. This is 8 and 7. We've finished the central box. Now, oh, what's this digit? Can't be 6, 5, 8, 9, 2, 7. It's 1, 3, or 4, but on the thermo, it can't be less than 4. So that's a 4. This is a 3. That thermo is finished. And that's suddenly the first. Oh no, we finished the purple one just before doing that. Then we've done that 4-cell thermo. We still don't know where the 9 is on the end of the blue. Now, still either of these could be a 5 and either of these could be a 6. That's incredibly irritating. Although from the 6, we're going to have to go right to get the 7. So there's a 7 in one of these 2 positions I've got highlighted. Oh, sudoku puts a 1 in box 4 there. And indeed I can do 5 and 6. Oh, that's good. Right, this is a... Ah, this can't be 5 anymore. So this is not where 5, 6, 7 goes. It goes north on the red thermo to there. And I can fill all of that in. Where's it going to get 8? It's got south or east. So I don't know the answer to that. We've got a 1, 8 pair here. Actually, that's a 9 and that is an 8. And I don't know where the red... Yes, I do know where the red thermo is going for its 8 because it has to find its way to a 9 afterwards. So it cannot come south. So the red thermo finishes there, I reckon. Got to. That's a 9. So that makes this a 5. That is right. That's a 6. I could have done that before by sudoku. Now, how is this 10 going to find 10 cells? It cannot come through this 7-8 barrier over here because that would not be obeying thermo rules. So the 10 cells it's going to find are going to have to be all of the... Oh, no, I don't think this works. Because if you go... This 6, 7, 8 can't join to the 9. Oh, hang on, no. We're all right. We're all right. You can get 3 thermos out of this box, out of this cell. The 5, yes, this is going to work. That is crazy times. Okay, there's one, something 5, 9. Now another one is going to finish 6, 7, 8. Oh, well, we've got to place a 5 in this box. Oh, hang on. I thought I was going to put a 5 here, but I've just seen this. Where does 5 go? It goes in one of these cells. Well, there's another thermo finishing in the top right corner. Okay, and given the rules about the paths of thermos, we've got to have one going that way. Oh, I should have made this a different colour. Sorry, let's make that black. Not there. Black going down to there. Let's make this yellow going into the corner. Right, and now this has to be a 1. It has to be the lowest digit in the box. This is 2 or 3 by Sudoku, but hang on. This is 2, this is 1, that didn't fix it. This is, oh, this isn't allowed to be 2. So along this thermo we go 3, 4, 5. That's a 2. This is 4. And I still haven't finished the blue thermo in the top left corner. But I have finished this one. I've got all its 10 cells on 3 different thermos. One going 1, 5, 9, one going 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, and one going 1, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. So I've got a 2, 3, 9 triple here. Now we've still just got this clue left to sort out the rest of the grid. Ah, we've got some Sudoku as well. This is a naked 5. 4, 6 pair there. We can place 5 in this box. That is 2 or 3 by the digits it sees. Oh, and that's a 2, 3 pair. So this is a 4, 6 pair, which is a horrible deadly pattern, but obviously... Oh, look, this can't go north because it would go downwards in terms of digits. It would descend instead of ascending. It must ascend. So it can only start here and go left. That's so strange. It must go left to there. So it must start with a 4. There's only one thermo coming out of here. It's going to occupy 5 cells. Now, the next cell after this 5 cannot be a 6 because you can't put a 6 in any of those cells. In fact, we have got a 6 here by Sudoku. So the thermo is going 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. That's the only place to put 7. So 8 must go there. And then 9 in one of those cells. And we can draw it as far as that. It's so clever, this. Still haven't finished that 3, 9 pair. Now, 5, 7, 6, 4, 8 here. That is 3 or 9. And that's a pair with that. So the others are 7 and 8. And I know the order because of this 7 we got going on over here. So 3 and 8 there. It's a very clever puzzle, this. It really is intriguing. 3, 6, 5, 4, 8, 7. That is 1 or 2, obviously. And we need to hit a 9. Oh, this one. I haven't finished off other thermos. This orange one. Its 8 is now going north to there. So it's 9 must be here. Oh, that's going to be incredibly helpful. 9 there puts a 9 here, which is the end of this thermo. In the grey. This becomes a 3. That's going to fix 9 and 3 at the top, and I finally get to finish the blue thermo. Oh, lovely. This is a 1, 2 pair down here. That has become a 2, in fact. So that sorts out all the 1, 2 pairs. I've got 3 and 1 there. This is a 3. That's a 9. This is going to finish the Sudoku. Have I finished all the thermos? I think I have, but I'm just going to do the full count again. So this one is doing 4 cells. That's fine. This one, I worked out the thermos were all right, and it's adding up 10 cells. Exactly right. This one's doing 5. Now this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that must be right, but I'm just going to highlight the cells and count them in some way. It's lovely how they absolutely go all over the grid. 2, 4, 7, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 19, 23, 26, 27 cells in that segment. So this is a 2, and we finish. And that's a very clever puzzle. That's a really interesting dip into how thermos work. And they didn't all begin with 1s in the bulbs, which I thought would probably happen. That's even a 4. In fact, this was an absolutely key step, spotting that that thermo couldn't go up to row 8, column 9. What a clever puzzle, Wolf. That's really good. Thank you for sending that. Thank you for enjoying it with me. I really like how that worked. It's so elegant. And so few clues at the beginning. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon on the channel. Bye for now.